turn scars into skits, old wounds into bits. Every call in, every friend feels like Sunday once again. From the grind to the glow up, glass half empty, you pour more up. You take the weight we hold below and lift it on the lava walk of show. This that LeVar Walker Show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry, yeah, we let it roll. Healing through a joke and a story for the soul. This that LeVar Walker Show, turn it up loud, let the whole block know. From pain to punchlines, watch the wisdom glow. Yeah, this that LeVar Walker Show. Hey, some days heavy, some days light. You still find a way to make it feel alright. When the world's too loud, when the bill's too high, I press play, hear your voice, and I remember why. This that LeVar Walker Show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry.
What up? Welcome back to the greatest show on face of the earth. We're in the building at the LeVar Walker Show podcast. And yesterday we lost a great music mogul. We lost the great Clive Davis. Clive Davis died at 94, 95 years of age. He passed away. It was reported that they ran out of baby blood and there was no more for him to drink. And he ended up leaving us. Clive was a revolutionary in the music business, because without Clive, you don't have those interesting unsung stories. You don't have the artists that, lost money, signed bad deals. That doesn't exist. And if that doesn't exist, we don't have the level of creativity that we needed. When you think about those artists that Clive brought through, you can hear the pain and suffering in their voices, and those songs really moved culture in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s. And then Clive was even able to teach other record execs how to exploit and take advantage of people. And that was good for the music business, because you don't have a music business without an artist in pain. Yes, TLC grossed 75 million and they were paid 50,000. But just imagine if he gave them more, then the songs wouldn't have been as good. So Clive was revolutionary, and Clive did a lot. Clive graduated from Harvard Law. And just think the brilliance of a guy to make $850 million in the music business and never wrote a song. Couldn't sing a note. None of that. But he made so much, and he was dynamic. He was brilliant. And we lost the legend. He bought us Diddy. Even though he said he didn't know Diddy in his final days. They asked about Diddy. He said he didn't know who Diddy was. But he gave Diddy, that broke us Bad Boy. And a lot of our, old record moguls like Jermaine Dupri said BET needs to do an award show about Clive Davis. And, even though, hey, listen, Phyllis Hyman, so what, he blackballed her, If he didn't, we wouldn't have the struggle we need to make good music. Because think about the music now. Artists aren't being taken advantage of, and we have bad music. So Clive was great. And I have to be relatively sarcastic in talking about him because they will ban my channel. So I have to be very light about the things that I say. But the music business really lost a very important person to the business. You know, it's a very exploitative business. And he taught moguls, he taught how to exploit, how to take advantage of people, how to get them in those good old contracts and how to own and control their creative. Without him, it's none of that. Without him, there are no unsungs. There are no broken artists, right? Without him extracting that money to give to his family and friends off the backs of those people, I mean, what are they gonna do with it, right? Right? You know, it's important, even though he didn't write a note that he controlled and owned those masters. And we have several highlights. I have several highlights of his career and why he was important. Back in 1973, and I'm gonna bring this up just to show you guys how important he was to the music business and how he was able to successfully teach a lot of black moguls how to steal and take advantage of people because that's important. That's how you make the real songs. So I'm trying to pull this up with okay, here we go. But let me see. I want to bring this up. I'll just give me 1 second here. There we go. So Clive, he gave us a lot, right? He really did. He was monumental, a great guy, terrific man, you know. And let's go over a couple of things here. Like for instance, he was brilliant. Back in 1973, he had a misuse of corporate funds. The most severe blow to his early career happened when CBS Columbia abruptly fired him. The company accused Davis of mismanaging corporate funds, specifically alleging that he used company money to finance personal expenses, most famously his son's bar mitzvah. Davis maintained these allegations were an excuse by the board to oust him due to internal personality conflicts. Hey, you know, that's okay. And then, then we had payola and drug allegations. But this was the secret sauce to make the music business. Directly following his firing from CBS, federal industry investigations looked into a widespread payola scandal. Reports at the time included a 1973 Rolling Stone piece noted that his dismissal occurred amidst broader allegations regarding the provision of drugs and cash to artists and disc jockeys to push records. You got to get the record played. And the thing is, listen, if he's getting your record played to get you attention, why not keep your publishing and own all your royalties, right? What a great guy. And he had tax evasion. Following federal investigation music and during the 1970s, Davis was indicted on federal tax evasion. He eventually pleaded guilty to a single count of tax evasion related to underreported income expenses, just resulting in a $10,000 fine. Clashes with artists. Listen, but this was necessary. And that's why I wanted to do this, to dedicate this to him. Uh, you know, Whitney Houston, right? I guess he discovered her, and he unfortunately, Whitney passed. And Clive said the show must go on. The show got to go on, right? You can't just stop here at Whitney. We got to keep going. We got to get this money. We got to. So he's great. Yeah, and listen, there are several black artists. I mean, we did good. Jennifer Hudson speaks highly of him. Jermaine Dupri. He probably put a little bread in their pocket, and they're fine. So this is what it is. I can't, I have to speak because he's still, even from the grave, he's still powerful. And I don't want to get my channels canceled. So I'm trying to do this as softly as I can. I'm trying. So we have to talk about it. It's a good thing, all the damage that was caused. Because that, when you extract resources from people, especially black people, that make them sing better. It comes from the belly. The struggle and strife, it comes from the belly. But I don't want to stay too long on this for Clive Davis. You said it was demonic. Shout out to Jamila Sherry. Thanks for pulling up. Brian Lamar, Black Magic 777, Omega Men 00. You said he sound like Khaled. Yeah, you got to be kidding. Yes, I am kidding, but I can't say I'm kidding because I don't want it to come across as mean. So I have to kind of, walk on eggshells here. That's what I'm doing. But anyway, how y'all doing? I just came on here just to pull y'all in, man. I had to go to the post office today because the postal workers stole my sneakers. I ordered some sneakers and they're stealing. They're stealing. My post office is located in a bad area and they're stealing. They stole my sneakers. So I did have to go report them to the inspector general. Hopefully I don't know if it's going to get solved. I doubt it. The sneakers are gone, but hopefully they'll open up an investigation and see what's going on. But what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? I just came on here to talk and hang out and see what's going on in the world. Also, too, man, my prayers go out to the brother Big Tigger. Look like Tigger's in trouble. They put him in jail. He's out now, but the allegations against his wife, I guess, showing some ring camera footage of him pushing her down the stairs. I don't know if it's true, but I know every time I talk to Tigger, he was a good guy. So hopefully he'll be okay and he'll stay on the radio, even though nobody really listens to radio. Well, do y'all listen to radio? Because I don't even have a radio in my Tesla, so I don't even know how to turn to the radio. But the radio is still there, and a lot of people in radio tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, even though I'm a consumer. But I think the only people that listen to radio are almost the people that work at radio. So yeah, that's where we at. So let's just go through some things here. You know what I like to do when y'all tune into the show. We just do a bunch of trending topic. Hey, don't talk about what Clive allegedly did to Aaliyah. We don't know that. But the pain that was inflicted in the music business was necessary. That gave us those good songs. I just said that. Daryl Cooper out there in Memphis, Tennessee. What up, man? Shout out Daryl Cooper coming in here, tapping in with us, man. Oh, and two, y'all, if you're on YouTube, my comedy special live in Chicago drops today at 6 p.m. So you could just go click on that video and just hit notify me. It's really, really funny. I'm getting down for about an hour on there. So, check it out. Kinked Up. Welcome to the show. Lucy Lou, I see you in the building too. But let's see what else is going on. I can't get too deep into Clive because they will get me. So I got to just keep moving. Jesus Christ. Brookhaven just raised property taxes by 47%. That's insane. I got to turn this. Let me turn this off because people keep calling and I don't want it to make noise. Y'all tell me what the hell going on today. Come on in here, chat. What y'all want to talk about? Because this is a slow day. Since we already covered Clive Davis clocking out. Now this is interesting. Jennifer Hudson.
There's a tree over there.
Jennifer Hudson sat down. Not Jennifer Hudson, but what's her name? What's this lady name? What's her name? Jennifer Lewis. I'm sorry. Jennifer Lewis sat down with Keke Palmer And she had some things to say, which were rather interesting. So let's see what she had to say. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this, guys.
You know, people, I think the greatest sin is boredom. Bitch, there's a tree over there. You know, people joke about that tree story I have about that man, one of my fiancés, who looked at me. We were in the car, and I saw a beautiful tree that bloomed the color pink. It was gorgeous.
Oh my God.
And I said, oh my God, that's a beautiful tree. And he said, you say that about every tree.
Okay.
The was over instantly.
Yeah.
And everybody come out, oh, Jennifer Lewis broke off an engagement because of a tree. Bitch, you know that had to build.
Yeah, it had to
That
be,
had to be little things
and
that
it's
keep
representative.
eating at your joy and eating at your joy. I'm like, honey, I'm writing a book titled Walking in My Joy. You don't belong here.
You're talking about your fiance.
Yeah,
One
girl,
of your
look,
fiancés. What's a
listen.
relationship non-negotiable for you?
Girl,
Non-negotiable.
nothing is non-negotiable with me. I don't negotiate. You come in, you tell the truth, you be nice and have a good time, or go the home. Life's too short. I'm 69. I got, what, 30 summers left? Go yourself. You don't get that? Nobody gets that kind of time from me.
Okay.
This belongs to the next generation, bitch. I conquered a dream. I came from nothing. I ate dirt. Do you understand? I have lived the spectrum. I've been poor and I've been rich. Rich is better. Now, don't ask me for no money. Okay, don't ask me for no money.
Oh,
You know what I think? I think the better the actor and the actress is, the more kind of like good actors and actresses are a little bit deranged. They're a little bit thrown off. I've acted before. I've done some movies. I've done some TV, but I'm not like she's one of the great actresses, right? And with all of them, it shows this kind of like delusion. You know what I mean? It's so like over the top and it's so exhausting. Like, could you imagine her just coming to your house and honey, I want to tell you, I'm tired. Like, it'd just be like, oh my God, like, please. It seemed like if you talk to Jennifer Lewis, if you got off the phone with her, you would need a nap, bro. You had to lay down.
Anyway,
oh my
no, but
gosh.
in truth,
Yeah.
you know, oh God. No, I am not in a relationship with a man. And somebody, oh girl, somebody did some on the internet. Ooh, that mother ripped me. I ain't never been ripped. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to save your life. But wait a minute, he went off. He said, wait a minute.
It's the con dude you talking about?
Oh no, that con artist, honey, that's a whole thing. Girl, I should just come on here and done the one-woman show for you. I don't even
Period.
know.
She is doing a one-woman show right now. This is exhausting. Like, this is so performative. Like, to turn up. It's almost like she's auditioning for us. She's auditioning right now.
Why I'm sitting here talking. Here's the thing.
Because I want the whole tea.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that fiance first. I want y'all to know I didn't break off a relationship because
Of
he
trees.
said one thing
Yeah.
bad about nature. But truly with me, that's you get one shot to insult nature, bitch. Trees give us the oxygen to breathe. What is wrong with you? First of all, I'm just.
Let me tell you something. Whoever that man is, bruh, you owe that lady because she saved you, brother. Wherever you at, you need to thank her for breaking it off. Because, oh my goodness. Woo! You would have came on Monday like, man, I'm getting the hell up out of here. I can't take this anymore.
He was just too negative, though. I
He
actually
was
really
very ne- he
relate
was
to
very
this
ne- he was very
because
negative.
it sounds silly, but when you think about it, like, I can't talk about the tree being beautiful
It's
and
hard.
blooming.
It's hard for
Some people
people
are too
who are
bitter.
not joyful to be joyful.
It
That
is.
whole thing, that adage where they say misery loves company, people don't know what to do with joy.
No.
And they certainly don't know what to do.
Like, she never probably liked it. If you break it off because a guy don't like a tree, maybe she never liked Buddy.
With bliss. See,
And
when
it's
you've done,
gratitude that I'm hearing, too.
when you've done more the kind of work I've done, girl.
Yeah, I don't. This is boy. This is rough. This is rough, and this is a lot. This is why I don't.
To be upfront with me, see if you
This is why I don't really go to LA, because the people, you got a lot of delusion. And delusion is good to an extent, because if you got a big dream, you need to be somewhat delusional. But man, Lord have mercy. That was something else she said. That was something else she said too. And let's look at this. This is interesting as well. Let's take a look.
There's no shame in my game. I talk about everything in my memoir, The Mother Black Hollywood, everything from my addictions to molestations, abortions, childhood abuse. There's no shame in my game. Yeah, bitch, it happened. I slept with 63 men. Now that was fabulous. But
Oh my gosh, give me some of that.
Yeah,
63 men. 63 men. 63. I don't know. 60. Well, look. Well, she ain't nothing but 69. That's a interesting. If she say 63, we probably gotta multiply that. If she say she slept with 63 men, we probably gotta do that by 5. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure she probably don't count a lot of them. A lot of them bodies didn't get counted, but let's listen.
You don't want that. You know what I wish I had known? I wish I'd known my body was a temple. I didn't know it. I know it now. And
what let you know that maybe, this is a problem?
I'm listening. Oh, no, I never knew it was a problem. I thought everybody was hey, titties and hips for my book. But anyway, yeah. No, I didn't know it was a problem.
You are never, I know when y'all watching, I'm gonna let y'all know something. You're never too old for mental health counseling. You never. Jennifer need to sit down with somebody. She need to talk to somebody. And people of her generation, Black people of that generation, it was almost like, I can't go to no shrink. You want me to see a shrink? What the hell? What you mean? Like the Black people of that generation just dealt with mental health the best way they could. And this is showing me some real mental health is needed.
The addiction. Look, when you get off a Broadway stage and all that ovations and applause and people praising you and the mobbage and the homage, what are you going to do? You're going to either go stick something in your arm, you're going to go smoke something, you're going to drink something to come down from that high. So I used to just go find a gorgeous man and out of him. What are you?
Hey, well, listen, I can appreciate the honesty in that. Hey, that's what it is. It's what it is. She let that cat out the bag. Hey, what's happening?
To do. Hey, I mean, that's what I did. I would have sex. Sex was the drug. And it wasn't until when life got real and the AIDS epidemic hit where I went, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It took AIDS. it took AIDS for her to like kind of wake up. Not syphilis, not bacterial vaginosis, not crabs, not you know, not any of those things, but the AIDS is where, she had to stop.
Got to be more to life than just me clawing at the void of who am I and what am I.
Yeah.
Let's how about we go find out, Jenny? Let's go find out who you are. Let's go find out where you belong. Let's go find out why you came here. Let's go find out who you can help. Let's go find out who you love. Let's go find out what love is. Let's go do the work.
And what did that look like for you? Because I feel like we're all clawing at that, especially now in this time. And you speak so much about how, political democracy and all these kinds of things that are actually really a part of why we all feel so alienated. We all are feeling just like,
Sometimes when you listen to people in the business talk, especially the ones that are up, you would think that acting or telling jokes or singing, you would think that these people were digging ditches. You would think that the people, like they were on the hot roof putting shingles up. Like they make it so serious. Like you're acting, you're on set like you're doing heart surgery. It's crazy.
there's no system we can trust. The institutions that are here, we are no longer trusting in, we're questioning, and it's making us all feel completely uncertain. And so those human questions, those existential questions have become even more paramount because
it's funny how they all confused. They're all, they don't know. As people are having trouble finding jobs, no food in the refrigerator, these people, these rich people, they sit on these podcasts and they're it's like, what? Where am I? And the spirits and this and that. It's insane.
Are slipping into apathy. Yeah. So how do you decide, how do you get to know that you can be the person that goes,
ooh, ain't no way, bro. They really need to issue out licenses for podcasts at this point. Because listening to Jennifer Lewis and Keke Palmer talk is like the blind literally leading the blind. I'm going to be honest. Shout out, I watched your last comedy show. Yo, I appreciate that conscious reality CD. I appreciate that love. And look, when I come to your city, please get those tickets, man. So yeah, I appreciate you showing me that. But yeah, this is exhaustion on another level. Woo, boy. Shout out to everybody that date actresses. My prayers go out to y'all, man. Woo, boy, that's rough. That's rough. 63 bodies. She's 70. She's 70 years old. And I think when you're in the space where you constantly chase dopamine, like you just want to be happy all the time. There's nothing wrong with being happy, of course, but we do need a little bit of resistance. You don't want to be, to really be mentally stimulated. You don't want to overly stimulate your dopamine receptors and you just run and chasing, because that's the equivalent of being a drug addict. You still need a little bit of struggle. You still need to feel some pain. You need to feel something. So when she said, I just want joy, it was just like, what? Like, chill out. Like, calm your ass down. This is why I have trouble going to LA and talking to people, man. I can't do Hollywood, bro. He was like, man, LeVar, why don't you move to LA back when I, young in my career? I would never, unless it's a big bag. It'd have to be 10, 15 million waiting on me in LA for me to go out there. And now, since AI has come in and it's just kicking ass, you're going to see a lot more big time actors and actresses begin to cry out because there's not going to be a need. And it probably won't be a need for comedians. I don't know. But this is what it is, man. This is wild, though. That's real.
What does it take to be the greatest of all time?
Where does this stuff come coming
It's
home.
not just leaving.
Sorry, y'all. Apologize for that. Yesterday, my good comedic friend named Lynn, one of my comedian homies, he asked a question. And in the question, he said, and I'm going to let y'all chime in on this. So when I headline, you know, a guy might come out on the road with me, you know, Squeak Marks, but shout out to Squeak. And that's the feature act. He opened up the show, get people right. And the question was asked, should the feature act be required to promote the headliner show? I don't believe a feature act should be required to promote my show. As a headliner, I believe it is my responsibility to promote my own show and to put those asses in seats. And yes, it is hard. It is hard to sell tickets when you don't have like a huge, you know, you have some, but you have some that are doing very, very well. Shout out to those guys. But when you trying to work your way up on this ladder and really increase your demand, it's very, very difficult. But at the same time, I would never put the responsibilities of my dreams on somebody else's back. I would just never do that. So I think it's far more important for me to push my show. If the other person wants to do that, that's cool, but that's not, because listen, I was thinking at it like this. If I had a guy opening for me promoting my show, and every time he promote, the shows sell out. Well, guess what? He's selling the tickets, not me. Now I'm gonna look up, I'm opening for him. Patrick Deshawn says he think everybody should be promoting. Look, well, if it's your show, it's your show. If it's on you as the headline, it's on you. I think if the person wants to, that's cool, but I would never place that demand on somebody on the road. I just wouldn't do that. Because this is my hustle, dog. This is my hustle. This is a slow news day today, y'all. So I'm just jumping through topics. I don't know what the hell to talk about today. This look like some more. This look like some more Clive Davis drama. We got, what's this Jaguar right?
Whitney Houston figured out they were trying to kill her. She gave that note to Brandy.
What y'all think was on that note? There's some real conspiracy theories coming out about this.
My dad. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Mom. Yeah. Come see her. Come say hi. Come say hi to John. Okay. Come say hi to you guys.
Brandy read the note, got scared, and went back and told her brother Ray J. what Whitney told him. Because her brother was dating Whitney at the time.
Right.
I believe Ray J went back and told Diddy what was in that note. And I believe Diddy went and told Clive Davis. I believe Diddy told Ray J to go in that room and get her nice and comfortable.
Look, with Jaguar Wright knowing everything, why she didn't stop nothing? With all the information Jaguar Wright allegedly has, why didn't she like do something or call somebody to stop the nonsense that was going on?
When she's relaxed, give me a call. I believe it was Diddy that came to that room and did the job himself.
Oh gosh, I can't do this. I can't do this. What?
Wow.
Which is why Ray J left and was held in the hotel for hours. Then tried to come back in to pretend like he was comforting Bobby Christina.
You know, Jaguar Wright at this point, she should write some Tubi movies. I want to see Jaguar Wright just write a series of Tubi movies about the music business, because the way she goes on and the way she paints these pictures, I think her movies would be epic.
And then he was pushed out of the hotel and escorted out with another bad actor who was involved in the unalivement of Michael Jackson, escorted him out to the car. And not a good car, or a black car, or a limo car. Like a Toyota or a Subaru or something. Get out of here, get out of here. And they put him into the car. You can hear it. They also lied about the ambulance that was holding Whitney Houston's body, because she didn't leave in that white ambulance. She left in the red fire truck. As they scurried Ray J away. You want to know what I think? I think Ray J didn't think that they was really going to do it. I think Diddy pulled the strings that he pulled because he'd been pulling Ray J's strings for years and knows exactly how to. I think Diddy told Ray J.
Man, I can't do this. I can't do it. Shorty exhausting. Like, get your conspiracy theory ass up out of here.
They're reflecting
for the biggest World Cup ever. And
I wish this stuff would stop playing.
with Milli Vanilli.
Let's see this.
on my mind, you know when I think about every time.
With Milli Vanilli, Clive saw dollar signs.
Well, we moved everything up as fast as possible.
Clive would say every week that we're missing like $1 million.
Successful music is a great money machine.
Singles, albums, maxi singles.
Quiet man.
The album made $580 million. They had sold approximately 46 million records. Global. There was merchandise, keychains, ticket sales to the concerts.
And the winner is Milli Vanilli.
They won 3 American Music Awards.
We'd like to thank Clive Davis.
Arista, they were cashing in the bucks. And the whole thing with Milli Vanilli would have kept going if they had not been nominated for the Grammys.
Just everything hit the fan. Clive called Sandy and threw a hissy fit, and then Sandy called me absolutely furious.
And the best new artist is Milli Vanilli.
The story broke in the Los Angeles Times, and all hell broke loose.
For embarrassment today for the pop singing group Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli turns out to be a lot of phony baloney.
Rob and Fab deserve to be called out, certainly. But it was weird that people didn't come down on...
What'd you say, Puddlefoot? My boy, what's up, Fresco? Dre ahead. Come on, LeVar Burton. Quit calling me LeVar Burton. The devil has died. So what, like, why did they have these accusations that he took Whitney out, and for what reason? Did he need a masters?
Frank and Arista and Clive. There was plausible deniability, I think, for Arista.
This was so old. Well, the music business is over with anyway, so we'll just all be listening to old school and making our own songs on Suno. That's where we at right now. So it's pretty much what it is, guys. But I'm about to get up out of here. It's a slow news day. Unless y'all want to talk about something else, I don't know. Just stop playing.
Shoes.
I'm gonna call Jimmy Butler.
If you know me, you know I don't recommend anything I have.
Please stop playing. I gotta switch. I must have hit a button or something on my thing.
Let's go.
Emotional day as a 23-year-old New Orleans. Emotional day as a 23.
All right, I'm getting up out of here, man. I'm done. I just want to come in here and chat with y'all. Listen, 6 p.m. The special drops. Y'all check it out on my YouTube page. I'm out. Love, peace, and blessings, guys. I'm gone. Holler at me. Call me.